Alright, this video is going to show you how to do substitution method. So again, remember you're going to have a system that looks like this. With the substitution method, there's always going to be one that says x equals or y equals. So we're going to circle what y equals. We're going to say y equals -5. So where we see a y, we are going to plug in a -5. So right here, I'm going to rewrite my equation, 5x plus 4. And then instead of putting my y, I'm going to substitute out -5. So I'm going to plug that in. So I'm going to multiply since I see parentheses. So I'm going to have 5x minus 20 equals -20. I'm going to move this one to the other side. It's negative, which means I'm going to add 20 to get rid of it. So I get 5x equals 0. Then I divide by 5. Get x equals 0. A lot of times we think 0 is not a possible answer, but 0 is still a number, so it can still be an answer. We are not done, however, though. Currently we have our x. We need our y. So we're going to plug it back in. Only up here, we already know what y equals. Y equals a -5. So this one, because we already told us what y equals, it was a little bit easier. Let's try a little bit harder one. So let's say we have this one. So again, we're looking for x equals or y equals. We see an y equals 4x minus 9. So anytime I see a y, which I see one right here, I'm going to plug in a 4x minus 9. So I have -x plus, and then right here is where I'm going to put in 4x minus 9 equals -3. So now I have multiple x's. I want to get these x's together. So I have a -x and a 4x. So if I take and I add these two x's together, I'm going to have 3x minus 9 equals -3. So now it's just a solving process. So again, I'm going to move this 9 over here by adding 9 to both sides. So that gives me a 3x equals a 6. Divide by 3 to get rid of that 3. X equals 2. Again, this is only part of my answer. I got to plug it back in to get the rest. So if I go back up here to where it said y equals 4x minus 9, and instead of putting that x there, if I were to put my 2, I now have 4 times 2, which is 8, minus 9, which is a -1. Just like that. Let's try one more of substitution. So again, I have a problem that looks like this. I'm looking for x equals or y equals. Well, this first one doesn't say x equals or y equals. This one says x equals. So I'm going to circle that. This is what I'm going to plug in. I'm going to plug it in for an x. So I'm going to look for my x, which is right there this time. So I'm going to rewrite it 4, and then right here would be where I would put y plus 13 plus 2y equals 10. So now I want to take this and I want to solve it. Anytime I see parentheses, remember I'm going to multiply. So 4 times y is 4y. 4 times 13 is 52 plus 2y equals 10. Now again, I notice I have multiple y's, so I want to combine those. So I have 6y plus 52 equals 10. I want to move the 52 to the other side. It's a positive, which means I'm going to subtract 52. So I have 6y equals -42. And my last and final step is to divide. Divide by 6, and so I'm going to end up with x equals a -8. So now I need to figure out what y equals. Again, I can take that -8 and I can plug it in right here and do -8 plus 13, which will give me a 5. That's substitution. Again, hopefully you tried those by yourself. If you have any questions, again, seek Gavhart before the test.